I supposed to be doing something special right now? What am I supposed to be? Oh, right. Had things Xenon told me he'd let me do. Yeah, right. I guess I should probably introduce myself. Hello everyone, as you can clearly tell, I am not the infamous Xenon3120. My name is InfiniteTrials, a fellow YouTuber of the community of sorts and steps. And yeah, I guess a couple things you should know about me is that, well, I don't only do Pokemon battles and all that kind of nonsense and such. I also happen to do Let's Plays, which is actually the main focus of my channel. The Pokemon stuff just comes as an added bonus, I guess you could say. But, you know, don't get me wrong, I have a huge blast with doing all the Pokemon videos. It's just I don't have enough time in the day to really do it every day. I do upload every day though, which is pretty cool in my mind. I do happen to take like a week off between like LPs and stuff like that, but other than that, I'm pretty consistent about my daily uploading. So yeah, but I'm assuming you guys really aren't that interested about me-self right here, me InfiniteTrials. I don't know why I just said that, but whatever, I don't really care. I'm a goofy man, what can I say? But enough rambling out of me, because I do that all the time. Let's get to the Pokemon battle I have for you guys planned for today and for Xenon's SOS project. Yeah! A couple things you should know about me, and I hate to drag out the introduction just a wee bit longer, but I should probably tell you guys about my battling style / narration style and all that jazz. I normally do my battles PIP style. I also do Pokemon online battles only, simply because I still need to learn how to use a SAV file. I just got my R4 like last week, so I'm still trying to learn how to configure that jazz and such. The last thing I also do, which I'm going to show right now as I try and segue myself from introduction to the battle, is I get a copy, like I take a screenshot of team preview before every battle, and I paste it down here, like so. Aha! So yeah, just, again, segueing myself from introduction to battle itself, I got a OU battle here against this guy I found on the Smokin' server on Pito, as normally what I do for when finding battles. And his name is Yo Beto, and yeah, this is a really, really awesome close match. I really, like the team, like both of our teams functioned really well. I also was able to like do what I wanted to do with this team, which was able to pretty much bring in my banded Terrakion and just sweep this entire team, which does awesome sauce in this. It's such a great, it's a great battle, and it is rather long, so you might want to grab some food and or drink. Personally, I take my Mountain Dew and just start having a couple swigs, but seeing how I'm narrating right now, you guys really don't care about what I'm talking about, do you? I apologize. Hold on, I need to see a little closer because I'm a little far from my screen. And yeah, Breloom, Latias, and to an extent the Starmie. The Latias is just a bulky guy, and the only really thing I can really have that can OHKO it is my Terrakion, which is banded, and or my Volcarona, which can Quiver Dance and all that jazz, but yeah. The Breloom can be handled by Volcarona, but if he gets one of my guys to sleep, he'll obviously be able to set up a sub, and thus it'll be a pain in the butt to try and take that out from a reasonable range. Anywho's it, enough rambling. I'm assuming you guys probably want to see this battle, seeing how it's pretty freaking long. So yeah, without further ado, let us get the battle rocking and rolling. Alright, so I'm going to lead off in the Fortress. He's going to lead off with his Heatran. I'm going to switch out knowing full well that I really don't want to take anything with a fire move straight into my Jellicent. Now, because this thing is specs, I can even scare him out with possibly a Scald or anything, because he definitely doesn't want to handle it with the Heatran. So what I'm going to do is go for, I believe, a Surf on his Breloom, does a beautiful Shunklet to it. However, I don't want to stay in simply because of or do I stay in because of the Seed Bomb? Oh no, I make a stupid play and do stay in because of the Seed Bomb. Not really sure why I did that, because Jellicent would have played a very decent role, like my team in taking out his guys right there. So I'm going to bring in my Terrakion now, scare away the Breloom, go straight for the close combat, which does a metric crap ton to that Starmie. However, again, because Starmie cannot speed Terrakion, I gotta switch out and bring in my Dragonite as he goes for a Hydro Pump. Now I know full well that I can probably restore any damage that he does do to me with leftovers, or almost enough. Although unfortunately, because my multi-scale is broken, I gotta switch out, bring in my Fortress once more, just so he can kill himself off the life of recoil. However, he does bring this Heatran, I gotta jump back forward a little more. I bring in my Dragonite, And yeah, let's see, where am I right now? I'm being weird. I'm going to sub up because this is a Parashuffle set right here. I'm going to sub up as he brings in a Skarmory. I'm going to roost off the damage, which, you know, I mean, it's going to bring my multi-scale back. However, he Whirlwinds me out, forcibly into my Volcarona. However, because I know probably will win me out once more, or go into Heatran. I'm going to bring in my Terrakion once more. He's going to switch out his Heatran. I go straight for the close combat, finish off the Starmie, which is awesome. So now it scores an even 5-5. And it's only about 11 turns into the match. Yeah, coolio. So right now I bring in my Whimsicott as he brings in his Latios, my mistake. And yeah, so he's going to Dragon Pulse me. I'm going to taunt him to prevent him from either subbing, Calm Minding, or recovering. So yeah, which is pretty cool. However, he's going to Dragon Pulse me, do a lot of damage. I'm going to Leech Seed here like a fool. I don't know why I Leech Seeded there. That was, I don't know, I think because it was like I didn't want to have anything else be able to take like a Dragon Pulse from this thing. So yeah, I pretty much just left Whimsicott in there to die. However, that's kind of stupid because this probably would have helped out in taking out the Breloom. So as Fortress is in, he's going to stop his rocks, and the Breloom's just going to go for a sub. Now, I think I can take at least one Focus Punch from this thing, because I am running a Chesto Resto set on this Volcarona, meaning I do have some bulk. So I'm going to go for the Bug Buzz, break his sub, which is awesome. He's going to Focus Punch me. However, because his sub is broken and he did not speed me after that one Bug Buzz, he's going to switch out, bring in his Heatran, as I believe I go for a Fiery Dance there. Stupidly, I should have just gone for the Quiver Dance right there. I mean, Bug Buzz right there. That would have been 10 times smarter, because he does get the Flash Fire boost right there. I go for the Quiver Dance this turn. As his Heatran goes for the Will-O-Wisp, unfortunately it fails because I'm pretty sure he's predicting my switch back into Terrakion there. I just set up a couple of Quiver Dances just to see whether or not I can take this thing out with a bug, like do like some damage to it with like a +2 Bug Buzz, because I am modest max special attack. Unfortunately, he Whirlwinds me out in my Terrakion once more, and he's going to switch out, bring his Latios on my close combat, which I wish that did a little more, but that lets me know that he's like running a really bulky spread on this thing, which means I can outspeed it later on in the game. So he's going to recover up with the Latios as I bring my Flurry once more. He's going to sub up, which is kind of an issue. However, I do just want to get all my entry hazards up right there and then, because I know that's going to play a huge role in how this game turns out. So he's going to Calm Mind a couple times. I set up a couple layer spikes. In fact, I believe I set up all 3 layers if I'm not mistaken. No, I switch out. I only set up 2. I switch out, bring in my Volcarona once more. He goes for another Calm Mind right there, which I think that brings him to about, I believe, +3 right there. So I'm going to Bug Buzz, take out the sub. Unfortunately, he's going to fish me off with the Dragon Pulse right there and then, which is kind of a bummer, because Volcarona would have been a huge help to my team, taking down both the Breloom and the Skarmory. Unfortunately, so now I just got to rely on Helga here to take on the bulk of the work this match, which, you know, she does pretty damn well, so I'm not going to lie. So Skarmory comes out, I Dragon Tail, phases him out straight into the Heatran. His Heatran is able to set up his rocks this turn, but because I'm able to set up a sub, he can't really do anything to me besides Roar. But because I know he's going to run a Roar, I'm just going to Dragon Tail, phase his Heatran out, bring the Skarmory once again. And I believe this turn I go for the T-Wave if I'm not mistaken. I am not mistaken. I go for the T-Wave, get up some paralysis right there. He breaks my sub with the Brave Bird, which is kind of a bummer, but you know, going with the whole Fizzy Stardust Brave Bird everything. Smart move right there. So I'm going to Dragon Tail again. This is just a series of me Dragon Tailing. This is pretty much where the bulk of the match happens to be from. It's just me constantly Dragon Tailing this thing multiple times over and over and over again. But yeah, Breloom comes in, spores me. That's a kind of an issue right there, but I know for a fact he can't really do too much to me. So he's going to send in his Latios now. I'm hoping I can wake up this turn and Dragon Tail now just to get some nice damage on him. Unfortunately, I do not, which is kind of a bummer. He's going to Dragon Pulse to Jack Squad because I am a max special defense, max HP nature, and that's pretty nice. I wake up, I miss my Dragon Tail, which is such an issue. Dang it. So bummed about that, but whatever. What can you do when you live in a shoe and you ain't got no soul? I'd see Wave as he goes for the sub, which was kind of foolish. I should have just gone for the Dragon Tail right there and then, but oh, well, whatever. However, I know for a fact he can't really take me out too much, because if I keep Dragon Tailing, all I want to do is pretty much just want to sub up over and over and over again. So yeah, that's pretty much what's going to ensue right now. So yeah, I guess as this nonsense is going on, I guess I should explain a couple of my nicknames behind this team. Helga is pretty much just like a Norwegian kind of dragon kind of person right there. But I'm assuming you guys are probably wondering why I nicknamed my Jellicent Bill Cosby. Well, here's the thing. When I made my Specs Jellicent, I thought to myself, blue Jello. Jello pudding. You got to get together with the Jello pudding Bill Cosby. Yeah, that's My Bill Cosby impression, yes, you guys just heard that. I just went there. But yeah, so let's see here. How am I going right now with the match? Oh, cool, okay. I'm still trying to Dragon Tail him out multiple times, over and over and over again. Whoop-de-freaking-do. Yeah, so I just Dragon Tail him one more time, and yada yada yada. Let's see, where am I right now? He recovers, which means I can finally phase him out with that freaking Dragon Tail, which is awesome. Does 40%, which is very good. And it brings in his Terrakion right there. I believe I go for another Dragon Tail there. No, I Thunder Wave it. Thunder Wave. In case he tries to try and break my stuff with the Stone Edge. I Thunder Wave. Unfortunately, he does predict my T-Wave. Goes into Skarmory. And yeah, that's kind of a bummer right there. So I'm just going to Dragon Tail once more with Dragonite. Whoa, what else is new? Heatran comes in and he's gonna be kind of doing some lulz fest and stuff with the Heatran. I paralyze him, which is actually gonna play a pretty big role, as you can see right here. Because now, because the Heatran is paralyzed and his speed is reduced, I believe that's by 1/4 if I'm not mistaken, I can outspeed with Fortress and take him right out with an Earthquake, which is pretty much one of the main reasons why I pack Earth, which is probably the only reason why I pack Earthquake on my Fortress, well, Heatran and Magnezone, of course. Otherwise, I've been debating switching it from Earthquake to Gyro Ball. But anyway, I bring Terrakion in as he recovers up on the switch, so that's kind of an issue. I go straight for the X-Scissor as he brings in his own Terrakion. It does a moderate chunk. I mean, I'm not going to complain. It is a resisted hit, and it is from Terrakion, so it does all right. So anyway, he's going to go for the Stone Edge as I bring forward in on the switch. I believe I just try and go for another Earthquake right here, but unfortunately he does bring in his Breloom. Now I know for a fact that the only thing I can really do here is just leave Fortress in so he can get Spored, because I know I'll much rather have Corey asleep than anyone else on my team. So what I'm going to do is just leave him in. He's going to get put to sleep. That's perfectly fine, because now I can safely bring in my Dragonite without having to worry about being put to sleep, because I know Dragonite's, again, he's the most essential thing in my team right now. So his Breloom subs up, and yeah, this is, I'm almost, no, I definitely use up all my Dragon Tails this match, which is pretty good lolzy if I do say so myself. So yeah, I'm just Dragon Tail again, the same old song and dance with him subbing up constantly over and over and over again, with me Dragon Tailing over and over and over again. Yeah. I am such a weird fellow, what can I say? With long matches like these, you gotta have fun somehow. Am I right or am I right? Okay, but anyway, I'm gonna keep Dragon Tailing him out. Thankfully, he won't be able to sub anymore. So, knowing full well that he'd rather have many other things alive on his team, he's just gonna leave Breloom into die as I go for my last and final Dragon Tail, which is a bummer now because, well, I can't really do anything to the rest of his team with this Dragonite because, well, let's see here. My other moves are Substitute, Roost, and Thunder Wave. Now, what I was thinking here in the beginning when we brought in the Skarmory was that, maybe I can try and get some, recoil damage going on with his Brave Birds and stuff, and I can bring in, Terrakion. I have no idea what I was thinking, but I was, thinking in the mindset, okay, I need him to get a lot of recoil damage with Brave Bird. But now I'm realizing that that's really not going to happen. Now, as you can clearly see right here, another form of whirlwinding phasing out happens right here. It's just, this game is just one big phasing sequence, I know, right? Pretty wild. But anyways, he's just gonna keep whirlwinding me over and over and over again. And now I get to realize what it's like to be on the side of being constantly phased in and out. So yeah, he's gonna keep phasing me out, and I'm like, you know what, enough of this. Unfortunately, I do get my Terrakion phased in, so now what I'm gonna do is just kind of hope for a paralysis of some sort as I keep going for those Stone Edges, which is doing a pretty solid chunk if I do say so myself. 44% to what I'm assuming is a max defense Skarmory right there. That's a pretty solid chunklet if I do say so myself. So yeah, I go for a Stone Edge over and over again, hoping for the Parahax, and I do get it right there, which is awesome. So now I think I have the game pretty much sealed at this point. So that pretty much takes out the Skarmory right there and then, which is awesome. So now he's going to bring in his own Terrakion right now. I'm going to switch out into my Dragonite just to switch up moves because I know I'm going to want to have to X-Scissor him and such. So yeah, he's going to kill my Dragon off with Stone Edge, but that's perfectly fine because I don't need Dragonite anymore. All I need left is Terrakion. Now I'm going to bring in Terrakion once more and I go for the X-Scissor. However, he does miss the Stone Edge. Not entirely sure if that mattered or not, simply because I do resist it. And Terrakion does have some pretty decent natural bulk, if I do say so myself, at least in my mind. Yeah, I'm not really sure if that mattered or not, because if it did, it would pretty much be his game, but if it didn't, it would be my game. I don't know. But anyway, as you can clearly see, I finished the Latios off with the X-Scissor, and that is good game. Whew. That was quite a long match. And I'm surprised I was able to last that long. 11 minutes, holy moly, that is long. But anyway, guys, that is enough out of me. I'm pretty sure you're sick of seeing my ugly mug right here. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. Xenon, thank you again so much for allowing me to do this video on your channel. If you enjoyed my content, you can always sub to me, check my other stuff out, youtube.com/InfiniteTrials. I'm pretty sure Xenon's going to leave a link in the video description. But yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys are sick of hearing my voice right now and sick of my rambling. So I'm just going to sign off here by saying rate, comment, sub, and peace out, yo. Have a good one. Bye!